For this effect, let's say I hand the deck over to the participant and they give the cards a mix. After they are satisfied shuffling the deck, they will hand the cards back, and I would ask the participant to take out any card they would like. Now, this is going to be different because it's okay if I see the card, and you don't need to sign the card either. So let's say in this case, we have the seven of diamonds. I don't know if you happen to know this, but every card in the deck actually has a soulmate. So, for example, the soulmate to the four of diamonds is the four of hearts because they're both red, they're both four, and hearts go with diamonds. The three of clubs soulmate is the three of spades because they're black, they're three, and clubs go with spades. In this case, we have the eight of diamonds. Now, the soulmate to the eight of diamonds is the eight of hearts, as you can see here. And the eight of hearts is also about the middle, give or take. So we will actually leave the eight right there in the middle. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this eight of diamonds, and I could actually ask the participant, would you like to give the deck a shuffle? So let's say they go ahead and give the deck another shuffle, and once they're satisfied with that, they give the cards as many cuts as they would like, or they don't have to cut it. But now I would ask the participant to lift up anywhere in the deck they would like and place it down. Let's say there. Now they can take back cards, they can add cards, it doesn't matter. Let's say they're satisfied here. We place the eight of diamonds right there, and we put the rest of the deck on top. What we're going to try to do now is get the eight of hearts to go right next to the eight of diamonds. So if I wave my hand over the deck, give it a snap and spread out the cards, you're going to see right here next to the eight of diamonds is one card, and it is the soulmate, the eight of hearts. And that is today's effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, please stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, a few things I would like to go over. The first is the deck. So these, sorry about the voice crack there. So these cards are the Red Remedies by Madison and Schneider. I have a deck review on these. I will link that in the description. Now, this is also a deck of cards I won as part of a brick giveaway from Sean Devine. So I will link that unboxing in the description along with Sean's channel so you can go and subscribe to him. So let's get into this effect. So the great thing about this is you don't need a full deck, except it would help because of the soulmates. So if this isn't a borrowed deck, what you can do is, let's say this is your own deck, but you know that you don't have the five of diamonds. All I would suggest is taking out the five of hearts, because there's always that possibility that the participant could take out the five of hearts. Okay, and if they do that, you don't have the five of diamonds, you can't do this effect. So that's if you want to perform this effect. So this is a full deck of cards, and let's get right into this. So you can start off by having the deck shuffled and cut as much as the participant would like. So let's say we give them some cuts like this. After we have done that, we're going to have the participant really take out any card they would like. And the great thing is that you do have to see the card, okay? so you don't have to get any peeks at it. And the card doesn't have to be signed either, which is even better. So in this case, we have the King of Clubs. You're going to turn the deck face up and you're going to start explaining what soulmates are. Now, you can use the pattern I used in the performance. However, if you're not too familiar about soulmates, I will link my soulmate video in the description for you to watch. I go over every single soulmate in the deck. So I explain that the card they picked has a soulmate in the deck, and that's the case for every soulmate in this deck as well. And I like to do one red card, one black card. So in this case, the soulmate to the King of Diamonds is the King of Hearts because they're both red, they're both black, and hearts go with diamonds. I then go to the next color. For the two of spades, it will be the two of clubs because they're both black, they're both two, and clubs go with spades. So when I spread this deck and I start to explain the whole soulmate premise, I actually look for the soulmate, in this case, the King of Spades. If it's near the bottom of the deck, I would suggest giving the deck just one cut near the middle and completing the cut, just because that's going to make the next move a lot easier to do. However, if you're not However, if you don't want to cut the deck because you are really good at this next move, that's fine. I just thought I would bring that up for those of you that aren't good at this next move, which is going to be the call. So if you're better with the call with cards in the middle of the deck, well, now the card is in the middle of the deck, you're all set. And another thing you may run into is that the card may be near the bottom of the deck. That is unlikely, but if you are worried about that, you could also, before you explain anything, spread the card's face up and look near the top quickly and then look near the bottom quickly while explaining what you're gonna do. And then if you see it near the top or the bottom, you can cut the deck to around the middle and take care of that. So let's get back into this. So I say in this case, the soulmate to the King of Clubs is the King of Spades. I'm going to spread through, and when I find the King of Spades, I say, okay, so the King is about the middle, and we're actually going to leave it in the middle. You're actually not, but it's going to look like it. So when you actually square up the cards, all I'm going to do is the call. So I take the card above the soulmate, I line it up with the king, I latch down with my thumb, and then my fingers can pull out that king. I will leave a more in depth tutorial in the description for the call, but now you're just going to spread the rest of the cards, and you're going to see that king goes all the way to the bottom. So once you have it on the bottom, you're going to turn the deck face down, and you're going to have to catch a break under the top card, which is the soulmate. So what I do is I pick up the king and I put it right in their face and I say, okay, let's see if we can actually use this king to find the soulmate. And while I do this, I'm going to catch a break under the top card. So when I just did this in the performance, I just pushed off with my thumb, put my pinky in, and pull back. I have a break. You could also do a pinky count. It's not necessary, but I will link it in the description. You could put the card on top, and while you're talking, riffle up two cards. So that would be the soulmate and then the king itself. So right there. Or if you are good with the dribble, you can dribble the cards when you get near the top, hold back on two cards, put your pinky in, and drop the double. I'll leave a link for the dribble along with the pinky count down below. So once you have this break now, I'm going to put my middle ring pinky in the front, thumb at the back, which is going to contact this break, and I lift up. Holding this double, I hand the deck over and I ask, would you like to shuffle the deck? Now, this is good because at the end, when they see the king is next to the other king, well, they shuffled the deck, so how is that even possible? And they saw the king was left in the middle. So, really, what I'm trying to get at is that it will be a better end result. But of course, if they don't want to shuffle the deck, that's fine. So, holding this double, you want to be careful because you don't really want to show them the side because you may get a little gap in the cards like that without you even noticing, or you may turn the cards a little too much and that happens. But either way, you can have them shuffle and then you can have them go ahead and ask them, okay, go ahead and cut the deck anywhere you would like. Once they cut the deck, don't just put the king down. Uh, Let them actually uh, you can actually ask them, are you good here or would you like to recut? And another thing is that you can put some cards back or you can add some cards. So really they can cut anywhere in the deck they would like. And the more audience interaction, the better. So let's say they cut a few more and they're good. And another thing I do, this is optional, but I point and say, okay, which packet would you like the king to go on? It really doesn't matter. If they go on this packet, they cut over and you complete the cut. Well, yeah, they cut the deck and complete it. But also, it doesn't matter if they put the king here because the end result is going to be the same. So let's say they put it here. Be very careful to not just, sloppily just drop it and that happens. Be very careful so when you come over and your fingertips are touching the deck around this angle, you can drop and then you're good. And then they complete the cut, and now you are all set. So you can talk about whatever you would like. You can recap the effect, do anything you would like, spread out the deck, and say, okay, let's take out the king and the bottom card. You can either ask them what the soulmate is or remind them, but either way, when they turn over the card underneath the king, it is a perfect soulmate. And that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this easy effect. Once you get that call down, this is actually a very nice trick you can do. So, if you are new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At the time of recording this video, I am one subscriber away from 400 subscribers. So, if you aren't subscribed yet and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.